Good morning, Burley Glenwood boys and girls. Welcome to another area lesson. This one is on rectilinear shapes. That is a fun word to say. So I am going to share my screen so that we can get right to it. I hope that you have pulled up your digital version of the paper and that you're going to do it with me. So the idea behind this concept is that when you are given strange shapes, and move that off of there and shrink this guy down, because in the one that you're going to have, it's going to be sitting off to the side like it is on all these other ones. So you take a strange shape and you cut it into manageable rectangles, and then you combine the totals to find the area of the entire shape. So for this particular one right here, you're going to make a square up at the top, and then we're going to make a rectangle for the bottom. So we notice this is 4 centimeters. This whole thing here is 8. This chunk here is 4. So 8 take away 4 will get us this chunk, and it just happens to be 4. So our red square is a 4 by 4. Now 4 times 4 will get us this one, and that is 16. So remember, anytime you need to pause the video to catch up, use that strategy. It's not like in the classroom where you have to raise your hand and say, Mrs. Mears, you're going too fast. Just pause the video and then catch back up. Now I'm going to look at this blue rectangle at the bottom. It's 4 tall and 9 wide. So we're going to do 4 by 9. Now 4 times 9, I've got that one memorized, is 36. Now I want to add 16 and 36 together. Well, 6 and 6 is 12. 10 plus 30 is 40. 40 plus 12 is 52, I believe. There we go. So I'm going to do 2 more on this page with you. So let's go down and look and see our other ones. How about this guy? He looks a little tricky because he's not labeled on the short side like this guy. This guy's labeled on the short side. It's going to be a little bit easier. So let's do this harder one. So I'm going to drag my red over, and it's going to go to there. I'm going to drag my blue over. Doesn't line up quite perfect, which is annoying. So I'm going to look at the blue first because it's easier. It's got a side of 4 and a side of 9. 4 and 9. Now we just did 4 and 9 a moment ago. We did 4 and 9 up here, and that was 36. Okay, now looking over at this guy, it's not 2 by 8 because 8 is this entire length. So I need to do 8 take away 4 to figure out the section that's left. So 8 take away 4 is 4. So this is a 4 by 2. Now 4 times 2 is 8. So remember, if you need to pause the video to catch up, please do that. And while you're pausing the video and catching up, I'm going to fix this little chunk because that's annoying me. There we go. I think the cats are partying upstairs. Okay, 36 plus 8. 8 plus 6 is 14. 14 plus 30 is going to be 44. Okay, now let's come down and do this strange fat guy here. Alrighty. You can either do it as that, or you could do it more like a square. I'm going to do it as this because I can see the 5 and the 9. There we go. So my red is a 5 by 9. Okay, now the blue, I see this 12. I'm going to put that 12 in. Oops. Oh, I guess I've got to stretch my box a little bit. There we go. Now I need to figure out how tall it is. These two added together are 10. 5 plus what is 10? Hopefully your brain just told you 5. So 5 times 9, I can count by 5s. Hopefully when you counted by 5s, you got 45. 5 times 12 is a little trickier. There may be a few of you out there that have that one memorized, but you can do it as 5 times 10, which is 50, plus 5 times 2. 5 times 2 is 10. So 50 plus 10 is 60. So we are adding 60 plus 45. I know I'm going to have a 5 in the ones place. And now 60 plus 40 is 100. So you should end up with a total of 105. So there's 2 on that page that I want you to do all by yourself. I'm going to pause the video for a second because I want to do something on the next slide without you seeing. Okay, I am back and I am on slide 2. Something I forgot to do earlier was type my name, so make sure that you've typed your name. Oh, whoops, typo. There we go, that's better. So I'm going to talk about the example. My red portion is a 2 by 2, and the reason it's 2 on this side is 2 plus what is 4, so that's a 2 by 2, and it has an area of 4. Now this shape is a 2 by 5, that has an area of 10. 4 plus 10 is 14. So I'm going to do 2 on this slide with you, and that will leave you 3 that you have to do on your own. So I am going to do these 2, and that means you'll have to do these 3 on your own. So first thing I'm going to do is drag it over and make it bigger. Drag it over. Once you do it a few times, your fingers will get pretty good at using your mouse pad to do that. Okay, so I notice that it's 3, but my short side's not labeled. So I need to think 4 plus what is 8. Hopefully you just figured out that that's 4. So this is a 4 by 3. Now 4 times 3 is 12. This one is labeled 4 by 9. So type in it. Oh darn, did not want it to turn black. Grab too much. by 9. Okay, now on our previous slide, we did 4 times 9 earlier. Hopefully you still remember that that is 36. So now I am adding 12 plus 36. 6 plus 2 is 8. And 1 plus 3 is 4. So that's got a grand total area of 48 centimeters squared. Okay, our next shape. I'm going to bring my red over. Have red be the top part. And blue be my bottom part. There we go. Okay, this is not a 3 by 8. 8 is this entire side. So to figure out this chunk, I need to do 8, take away 3. And 8 take away 3 is 5. I do have this dimension. That side is 3. 5 times 3, count by 5s 3 times. 5, 10, 15. Okay, now for my blue shape. I do have both sides labeled. I have a 3 by 9. Okay, 3 times 9 is, it's kind of like 3 times 10, but take 3 off, and you get 27. Okay, 7 plus 5 is 12. And then 2 plus 1 plus the 1 that I carried is going to be 4. So 42. So those are the 2 on that slide that I'm doing with you. So try your best. I know this is kind of a frustrating concept, but if you use the colored tiles and stretch them and fill them in and take your time, you should be able to figure out most of them. And before you hit submit, might be a good idea to have your parents double check it for you. This is a building block concept that you're going to use in 4th grade also. So it is important. It may be strange, but it is important. So I hope you have a wonderful day. And the next activity that you'll do after this one is the math test. And there are a couple of items like this on the math test. And that's why we did a review day for this concept, to give you a little more practice with the skill. So have a lovely day, ladies and gentlemen. And those of you that are in Mrs. Mears' class, I'm going to make special certificates for those of you that get 80% or higher on your math test. So please try your best so that I can give you a really cute custom area math test certificate.